inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through eyes covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, man?
How you doing, man?
Good. Come see some of the action down here.
Yeah, I'll see you every day. Love what you do.
Thank you.
You know we got water, all this stuff, whatever you want.
There's a legend himself right there.
What's up? Only I had a blinker. New driver. Playing bumper cars with hard bodies out here.
Yeah. I like to see that beautiful beach footage.
Ran a stop sign.
I did. Check this out. Yeah, so I'm just strolling down Scale City here and celebrity sighting.
Our signals don't work. Carpet paving.
Back in the garage. Come on, back
It's
in
on
the
track. Good.
And it's turned out great.
So it's gonna be run trips and back.
Hit it.
3, 2, 1.
The closest I've been to the rock so far.
I was moving like the gazelle that I am.
That you are, my friend. If I have a chance.
That's it. Thank you, sir.
I'm not gonna be able to get around my bumper on that one.
You'd probably go up through that bush. That might be the.
Remember, you really got to swing this and then make another hard swing.
Ruin that shot.
Big fight. Action.
Cast a new member, please.
Yeah, sure. He might step on it.
Take 10.
Got a problem. Oh Lord.
Except for the trucks.
I know, right?
Maybe some tiny trucks. So.
Thanks, sir. You have a brief plug in the video. It's just impressive the size, man. It's in my nature.
I'm sorry, guys. We got a traffic suffering now.
There's no way getting that.
Going straight. Straight, right?
Hold it down.
There was some bad drivers earlier. Myself might have been one of them. There's a street.
My phone takes that shitty.
Perfect, perfect. Perfect.
Xavier.
it's got our Reeves livery on it.
Yeah, I saw that.
All right, guys. So it's taken me days to sit around and kind of figure out how to recap this event. This was quite an experience. So I just finished up filming the other video with the swag and stuff I got from the event, and just talking about the drive and the experience with all that. So this one, I'm just kind of focused on the event itself. You know, coming from Texas, I had a lot of stereotypes about California, and I met a lot of folks out there that really changed my mind about that. You know, it's not carte blanche across the world. I'm sure everybody still has their things, but it's the RC community. Everybody in the RC community seems to be pretty good folks, and yeah, it was a wild experience. So we did a fair amount of partying, unfortunately. Stayed up way too late every night, and Saturday night, me and Nick, RC Jesus, were out with some folks talking, just hanging out by the mountains in the moonlight till 5:30 in the morning. We all had to leave at like 10. So made some bad choices as far as hours of operation, but just met so many outstanding folks. Like it was cool. Made some new friends from Arizona, Dave and Andy. Great dudes. We just hit it off, and we went and trailed, and I didn't get to do a whole lot of trailing. Unfortunately, I did not get a vendor booth in the vendor area, which made it difficult for me to, you know, showcase my products and stuff. But I was set up out at the campground for a few hours every day, and tried to post about it and get folks to come out. So I did sell a little bit of product, and I appreciate everybody that came out and checked it out. You know, some guys even came all the way out there just to see my stuff. Even the Scale Builders Guild and AmPro Engineering, and a lot of guys I hadn't got to meet in person before, they came out there to see the stuff when I had the booth open. So that was really cool to finally get to meet a lot of folks in person, and we had some great times. There was one, I think it was the Friday night at the awards ceremony. I was stood up there with Night Customs, and we were just hanging out talking, and you know, it's the first time I've ever met them in person. So it was really good as far as networking and things go. Not so much on the sales, but you know, most brands out there didn't even bring stuff to sell. They just come to showcase their products, and you know, it's a different thing. Like a lot of events, a lot of them on the East Coast and stuff, like you got RC Addict brings everything they have. They basically have a mobile hobby shop. There's not a lot of that out there at Proline, and yeah, it's just a different environment. But I got to meet so many people. That Scale Town, that was phenomenal. Those fellas are crazy that put that on. That is a massive undertaking to bring all that stuff out, set it up every year. That was, to me, was the highlight of the event, to sit out there and film that. And met some nice folks just standing there playing around the Scale Town and driving. Made some new friends there as well. And one of the reels I filmed out there kind of took off. So yeah, it's neat to see that kind of stuff. The scale aspect of it, of course, is my focus, and what a lot of you guys are more into than the comp and the crawling and stuff, which they had all that there too. The trails looked awesome. The one I saw half of before I broke my truck, by the way, the blue Blazer with those brand new K44 axles. I don't know what was up my rear axle. Half of the teeth on the diff gear were smooth, so I'm guessing it had a bad mesh. I've never had an issue with the gear mesh on those before, so we'll definitely look at shimming that when we replace the gear, but it is what it is. I had fun. I was up there with Dave and Andy, and we crawled for a little bit, and all of a sudden my truck quit going, and then it would work, and then it wouldn't work, just depending on which way that gear was aligned with the pinion. So but it was just fun. That was a super scale truck I'm looking at right now. Everything got filthy. I remember one night I took the little 82 Toyota out, and I was parked it at Scale Town. I parked it in one of the buildings with lights. And I was sitting there talking, made my friend Will in person for the first time, and we were talking for like an hour, and I didn't even realize why we were talking, but people were pulling their trucks in and taking pictures next to mine. It was just sitting in there chilling. But that was neat. The Saturday night, I filmed the guys, the group that came from Hawaii, and they all pulled up on top of the parking garage, and they had like a little meet, and the guy was dancing his lowrider, and it was just neat. The scale stuff is more fun to me than the comping. Even if I go trailing, there's no competition. I'm just out having a good time. Run it till we break it, and yeah, then we come back home and rebuild it. It's the fun of it. But yeah, it was a pretty good show. There was a little bit of theft out there. My friend Andy got his some of his beers, a bottle of rum, and a steak he'd been seasoning, marinating for a while. Got stolen out of his cooler while he was away from the campsite. And that was not an isolated incident. Unfortunately, there was some bad apples out there in Apple Valley. But I don't know. All that aside, it was a great time. It was wild for me. The first time on the West Coast, and yeah, had a good trip. So I think that kind of about sums it up. I don't know. I've been trying to think about it for 3 days, but I've just been driving on the road, and I've been kind of just brain fried. Haven't been able to edit video yet, so it was a good time though. And I appreciate everybody that came out. Shout out to Chris at Scale Audio Solutions for letting me crash in his camper. He's a good dude, and some of his stuff, him and his builds are freaking insane. He's an electrical genius, far beyond my electrical skills. So, you know, I don't even like putting LEDs in half my rigs, but he's a good guy, and was a good cabin mate. So, and RC Jesus for, I don't know who babysat who more. I tried to help keep him under wraps, but he didn't really stay under wraps. So that's how it is. What are friends for? But yeah, we had some good times, lifetime worth of memories and a few nights. So it was great to meet all you folks out there, and not sure if I can make that an every year event because it is so far, and I don't really want to fly. I'd like to bring stuff and actually set up as a vendor and be up there where all the action was, but we'll see. Only time will tell. But anyways, you guys get out to these events. If there's any in your area, just get out and be around other people that are like you is a blast. That's one thing I wanted to say I was thinking about on the way home. You put out, like I put myself out on the internet. I'm out here, I'm projecting into the world, and then to meet my new friends Andy and Dave, and like that's a sign of what I'm projecting. I'm drawing in people that fit, you know, and bringing people into my life that we connect with and stuff like that. But I don't know, not to get all crazy on you, but that's what it's about. It's just getting out and enjoying the hobby and being around other people that enjoy it. And when you're living a life somewhat right, good things happen. So I'm grateful for that. Can't ever have enough friends, and met some amazing people through this hobby. So anywho, get out there and have some fun with the hobby, guys. Keep it scale. We'll see you next time.